Hi guys, and welcome back to Neon Black. Today I wanted to get on here and talk to you about why I gave up social media for 6 months. It was back in 2016. I don't know why I'm acting like it's so far away, but it was in 2016, like around the summertime. I decided to give up social media. I didn't know how long I was going to be gone for, but it ended up being around like 5-6 months. And I needed that break. I needed to detach myself away from everything and away from all the external, I need to detach myself from society. And so I gave up Instagram and Snapchat. And I never really get on Facebook a lot. I'm trying to get on it more just to promote, my brand. But at the time I really didn't use Facebook, and I started using Twitter, but just more so as a news, a place where I could get my news, and a place that I could express myself, but not visually. So I gave up Instagram and Snapchat because I was in a place in my life where I was very down on myself, and I had a really low self-esteem. I had just graduated grad school, and I couldn't find a job. And so I kept comparing myself to everybody else who was around, everyone I had gone to grad school with or undergrad with, and who I'd gone to school with. And I just kept comparing my life and where I was at to where they were. And I always felt like I was coming up short. And that on top of, there were a lot of, we were seeing a lot of violence, whether it would be, police brutality, or, even police officers getting shot. It was at a point where all I saw was just violence, and it was another name in the paper, another person had passed away. And social media shows you it in real life action. Like, you can see someone die, and the first and last, well, no, it wasn't even the last time. Like, the first time I saw someone get shot and just die, that messes with your psyche. Like, you can't unsee that. And so I didn't want to get desensitized to that. It hurt me so much, and I realized I couldn't see that. So on top of being, depressed and feeling less than, seeing, people die and comparing myself, I just realized I had to take a break from social media. And so I deleted Instagram and Snapchat off of my phone, and I just didn't go on it. And I was able to focus on me. I was able to just take all of those hours that were spent just scrolling down my timeline. I was able to focus it on me and what makes me happy and what makes me a better me, and fill it with positivity. I was able to, I started watching YouTube and watching people who were inspiring me to be the best version of myself, and not necessarily just getting half the story on Instagram, and just seeing people living a great life but not knowing how they got there, or not knowing how I could even obtain something like that. And so I had to take a break, and I think that was one of the best things I could have done for myself, because it just allowed me to free up my space and free up my mind, and to then fill it with what I wanted to learn. And I was able to learn a lot during that period about myself, and it helped me a lot. And so I suggest, if you're going through a time where you feel like you're comparing yourself to other people, and you feel like everyone is living this immaculate life and they're living this great life, and you want to live that life, instead of comparing yourself to them and seeing how, okay, well, I'm falling short, or they have this and they have that, and their relationship goals and whatever the case is, detach yourself from all of that and let go of all of that, however long you need. And whether if it's just a week, a month, a year, however long you need, detach yourself from that and just focus on you. And if you want to go back and look, that's okay, but don't go back to social media until you're ready. Don't put a time limit on how long it takes for you to heal yourself, because it took me 5-6 months to be okay, to be comfortable enough in myself to come back into social media and be who I am, and be okay with who I am. But there was a time in my life where I wasn't okay with who I was, and so I was insecure, and I had a very low self-esteem, and I wasn't able to to grow because I was comparing myself a lot. So if you feel like you're in that stage of your life, just let go of social media and give yourself a break until you can, you know, focus on you and then come back brand new. So that's all I have today about just detoxing from social media and giving social media a break, and why I gave social media a break. And I think it is, you know, I'm kind of due for another break because I find myself slipping into those little patterns where comparing and just trying to, you know, I find myself needing to just take another step back and be like, it's not that deep. You're doing fine. Everything is okay. We're all on a different journey, and there's room for everybody to be great. So I just wanted to get on here and tell you guys my story about social media and why I took a break, and give you some tips if that's what you need. Don't feel. I'm gonna get better at this, I swear. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.